You are now listening to KRAN's podcast, Stories Without Limits. Thank you for tuning in. Hello and welcome. In today's episode, we will showcase program and effort making a real difference in our young people's life. I'm your host, Rishan, one of the media ambassador at KRAN, KRAN, and today we are talking about incredible project, and it's all about empowerment, sensibility, and community, the bike project at KRAN. Joining me is Lou, KRAN's new project developer and the driving force behind this project. Lou will give us an insight into her role and what's the project all about. Lou, thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you, Rishan.
So the first question, Lou, would be, can you tell us more about your role and what does that involve?
Yeah, so I am the new project developer at KRAN. It means I get to set up new projects. Mm-hmm. I think it's the best job at KRAN, and I'm very lucky. So I see emerging needs, either from the young people or from staff, things that the young people are asking for, and then I set up projects around that.
Sure. And how was it? Like, do you do a survey for the young people, for example? But how do you see the project coming? From far away, or is it you have to be more close with the young people?
Yeah, so a whole range of things. Mm-hmm. When I was working on the mentoring team, mm-hmm. A lot of it was coming from mentor logs or from mentors. Mm-hmm. So that's how the bike project started. Lots of young people wanted bikes. And so the mentors were asking us for bikes, and we didn't really have a mechanism for giving young people bikes. We also started the Young Women's Group, which you know about. Yeah. And that also came through mentor logs. And also just young women being in classes on their own and not having many friends, not engaging in activities. And so we started a little fun group for them.
Sure. And just to go back to highlight more about the bike project, could you just tell us more, what is it? I know it's obviously from the sound it's a bike, obviously for the young people, but how does it work? What is involved, what's behind, and what's for the young people?
So a lot of the young people were asking for bikes. And we didn't really have a safe way of getting them bikes that were checked, and we knew that they were road safe. So at the heart of it was collaborating with the bike shed in Margate. Mm-hmm. So Ziggy and James and the whole team there are amazing. They're really supportive. And so what happens is we are donated bikes, and then we take them to the bike shed and they make sure that they're road safe. And then we give them out to young people with helmets, locks and lights. If the young people need bike training, we'll try and get them training so that they can cycle safely. And we also get permission, and we make sure that they feel confident cycling. And then we do other events. So we do learn to ride and learn to fix. And young people, some of them who have language barriers, sure, which means they can't really communicate or connect with people in English that well, we found that they were able to connect with people through fixing bikes. And it was really lovely to see some of the young people really shine when they were fixing the bikes.
Is it obviously, I don't know how to ride a bike, and that's one of the things that I really want to join the list so I can have a bike for myself as well. But what was the feedback from our young people? Obviously, some of our, culture, especially if, girls or females, back home, we don't ride a bike. Literally, you can't go outside and then ride a bike. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you'd be in trouble. But how was that, the feedback for them? Because I do see some of my friends as well, they're riding a bike, and that's just one of pushing me I want to have one as well. So count me on that one, please. But what's their feedback and how the impact on them, from different aspects?
It's been a huge range of responses. Obviously, as you can imagine, all of them positive. Yeah. Some young people, it's transportation. It's just I want to get to college. I like riding a bike. Other young people. So we've had 3 young women who couldn't ride at all, and we taught them how to ride bikes.
Including me as well.
Yeah, you're next. And we've got a testimonial from a young woman from Pakistan who said she wasn't allowed to ride a bike, and how it really symbolised this sense of a new life, new freedoms, being able to get on a bike, sure, ride, feel the wind in your hair, and sort of achieve something that you couldn't achieve before, or you weren't allowed to even try before.
Indeed. It's, as I said, the majority of the young people, I think, from the culture background and all of this, female most of the time, they're not allowed to do anything. It's one of the things. to ride a bike here is simple things. So like a lot of people, they can, I don't know what age you turn, but I think that after that you straight away, like was it 16 or 17? I don't know.
You can ride a bike at any age.
Wow. So we're not allowed anyway, that's the point. But here, like to see young people, they have this freedom and then have that kind of from places to places, they just simply because they want it, and so amazing thing. So I just want to ask, like, how is the fund in terms of that? Because I know that obviously in terms of equipment, in terms of getting like safety, especially here, like like a basic thing, that where's the funds comes and how that kind of support.
So doing it safely obviously was the main priority of setting up the bike project. We've had Learn to Ride events funded by Cycling UK, where we have an instructor who teaches young people to ride bikes, and we do a practice, off-road practice, and we go for a long ride, and we can kind of see that the young people have competency, and then we can give them a bike. Helmets, locks and lights, that's the expensive part, because obviously we always buy them brand new. We're not going to use second-hand helmets. And we've been really lucky, but it's really been by the skin of our teeth each time. We've sort of found little bits of money here and there to keep it going. We had a Christmas appeal a few years ago that got us about £3,000, which was amazing and kept us going. Nice. Yeah. And then we had Carl run the marathon for us and get us some funding.
I've seen that,
which is amazing. We've had Cycling UK grants, bits of money to sort of learn some skills around it. And then we've had undesignated KRAN money, the pots of money that we have at KRAN, just to keep it going, to make sure young people can still have bikes. So that's why the Christmas appeal is really important. There's not a huge amount of funding out there. I've applied for lots of grants, and you know, I think as the project grows, hopefully we'll be able to get more funding. So another important aspect is mental health. So a lot of our young people can't access mainstream mental health services for many reasons, language barriers, you know, all sorts of reasons. But there's been research done to show that bilateral movement is really good for PTSD. It was very healing, helps people process traumatic events. And there's been a study done called Fast Feet Forward, which looks at UASC healing and bilateral movement, showing that sports and cycling and things like that really improve young people, especially UASC. And their mental health.
And I guess like even though like KRAN, we don't have mental health services, but we always intend to support our young people through the activities and through all of these things, because it does obviously to take them out of that kind of zone of feeling isolated or feeling like to think about the trauma, the journey that has been happening. So it's just it does help like in a way of taking outside that kind of, it's a mechanism of taking like the young person like out from it and then just think forward and just enjoy that moment. And that's basically, you've answered the question of what was the future for that, like for the project. And I guess it's all the Christmas appeal that we really tend to do. But again, like if someone want to obviously be like involved, how they can join for that, and what's like more emphasizing for people to kind of to support our young people through the project.
So there is something in terms of the future, something that I would really like to do, which is to train some of our trainees and youth ambassadors to become bike mechanics.
Do not include me because I have no idea. I wouldn't be like really supportive. I can watch, but not being there.
We can do it together. So like it wouldn't be full mechanics, but have some basic maintenance skills, and then try to take the bike project in-house, because I think those skills are things that young people can really sort of galvanize young people and make them feel that they've achieved something. And it might even mean that later on in life they become a mechanic or get involved in that, and they can give it a try. So I was thinking it might be called a mechanic.
Mechanic. Oh, that's nice word that we need to use it for the website as well.
And then in terms of getting involved.
I was going to ask that one.
Yep. So people can get involved by donating money. That's always very, very useful. Helmets, locks and lights are surprisingly expensive, even though we, try to get good quality stuff, but in a bulk deal. But they can also donate their bikes. So at this time of the year, lots of people will be updating their bike, getting a new bike, buying someone a new bike for Christmas.
Yep, that's the gift.
And they might have an old bike sitting in their garage that they're not using. Or maybe they realise they haven't used it for a few years and they don't need it. And they can donate it to the bike shed in Margate, or they can get in touch with KRAN and we can try and organise if transport is a problem.
So it's like if you've got a new bike, you can always share or donate the old one.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Lou. It was really nice to obviously not only just to know your role, but also like to know that this project is really supporting our young people. And I would obviously emphasize like people like if donate your old bike, if you've got a new one, donate the old one, and that will make really different change in our young people. Like especially, it's a simple thing, but it's a huge change. So if you could do that, and if not, donating anything, equipment that could support our young people. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And for our listener, if you'd like to learn more about the bike project or support KRAN, visit our website www.kran.org.uk. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe and share.